Okay, so I just got done watching The Sign, episode 7. And when I say, I'll say parts 1, 2, and 3, and like the beginning of 4 pissed me off. It like severely pissed me off. Like when they showed the preview at the end of part 5, I couldn't even enjoy it. I really couldn't. Like Thorne was really doing the most. That's probably why they gave us 5 parts. Cause I'm like, what are you doing? Like still, like you really doing this? Continuing from last week, you're really doing this. And then even when Yai was like, when they was doing the security, Yai was like, don't like just do what we're here for. Just do the job. Don't be doing all the extra shit. And what does Barn do? Do that extra shit when the man come through. Talking about, yeah, you probably knew my dad. Both my parents were off. But I'm like, just do your job. Why are you doing all this extra shit? Calm the fuck down. That's why the inspector had to talk to him like, you are here for a job. You're not here to be throwing all these allegations out and doing all this extra shit. You know what you signed up for. If you don't want to do it, then you can quit. Like, Thorne, stick to the script immediately. So then, when they go inside, and then the artist, he's doing his little exposition, and he's signing autographs, whatever. Homegirl runs up talking about, where's my man? Where's my man? Blah, blah, blah. Why is security just letting her hit him? Pushing on him, blah, blah, blah. The only time they run up to stop it is when he turned around and scratched her on the arm by accident with the pen. Y'all didn't think to stop that? Y'all didn't think, oh, we're security. That's our job. That's what we're here for. We should stop this. It's his expo. That's why aren't you here protecting the artist? When someone just runs in talking about, where's my man, my man, my man? And pushing him and knocking stuff over. Like, come on now. You're not doing a very good job. I can already see where this is going. And then guess who's already in the back smiling and giggling? The doctor. And then just so happens talking about, oh, that's one of my patients. It wasn't looking too good because when the doctor touched him, he started hollering again. I'm like, it don't look like that's one of your patients. I think you're lying. Because even like this episode, Yai was looking at the doctor like something's off. Like, I don't like you. Because all other times, Yai talked about the doctor. He didn't really show anything. And this is like the first time we've actually seen his face where he's like disgruntled. Like, he's not pleased. Even when they was going into the conference room, he was mad. His face was not happy because he knew who was up in there. And what is, like, I don't know what they have in Thailand, but usually, like, over here in the States, the doctor just don't be throwing out, so like, well, here's his medical records, and just start talking about what's wrong with the patient and, what's going on with them, their medical history and everything, blah, blah, blah. You just don't start, talking about that stuff. There's like some kind of protocol. They need like some kind of paperwork. He was just talking like, well, this wrong, that wrong. And then they started having, how you have a conference in a room with the inspector and the other cops. And the inspector's talking about, well, how are you going to cure him? That's not your responsibility. That's what the doctor's for. Why do you care about it? What you need to be trying to find is where Kyle is. Y'all found out that he ran into the woods. Why aren't you concerned about it? Okay, why aren't you concerned? It's like at the end of the day, y'all was like, okay, well, that's the end of the day. Let's go by our, it's, I clocked out. Why aren't you looking for this man? Why aren't you looking for this man? I peeped that something was suspicious from the beginning. Homegirl running here, talking about, where's my man, my man, my man? And you see she has ties to that man with the blue shirt, Monetry, whatever his name is. And y'all didn't clock it with something suspicious? Really? Now he done ran into the woods. And y'all was like, well, I guess that's it. I guess that's the end of my job. Like, come on. Like, there's only 5 episodes left. And another thing, everybody busting down but the main couple until what? Part 5? The last 8 minutes of part 5? The side couple busting down last episode. The villain of the week busting down. Like, really? Like, until I saw that last couple of minutes of this episode, I was like, just give me a hug, a kiss on the hand at least. But they gave us this. I was like, okay. Because even with the purple lights, I was still debating, like, if it's even real. Because every time they did a little dream sequence or a daydream, it had the purple lights with that music. And they call it romantic music, but it's not really romantic music. It's 90s techno music. So I'm like, is this a dream right now? Is someone having wishful thinking? But it kept going and going. And I'm like, maybe it is happening. And then at the end, it wasn't purple lights anymore. They were really in bed under the covers. And I was like, okay, the filter is off now. So I guess it really did happen. And then the book flipped open, and the doctor's picture from back in the day, he was mad. So I'm like, okay, I guess it did happen. But then it creeped me out because I'm like, so did the doctor possess the book and he watched them? That's creepy as fuck. That's creepy as fuck. That's creepy as fuck. And then like Tharn, he this episode, like, he really upset me to the point where I was like, Tharn just need to learn the hard way. Like, something needs to happen to Paya where Tharn is like, okay, I get it, Abbott. I get it, Karma. I get it, Universe. Okay, I'm going to stop acting a fool. I'm going to stop acting like a bitch. And I'm really going to stay beside my man. I'm going to stop it. Because, like, I just feel like Tharn needs to, like, learn the hard way and realize all this being big bad behavior is not going to work. Because he every time he see Paya, he mad. He mad. And then when we see the doc, he all happy and glad and giddy. And like, Doc, I'm like, stop, please. Like, every time the doc came on the screen, I'm like, shut up. And then, I don't know if anyone else clocked it, but the doc talking about, oh, you know, he has the same, talking about the artist, talking about he had the same symptoms and behavior as Paya. And then when he was talking to the inspector in the office, he basically trying to plant seeds of, you know, this is what Paya going to turn into. And I'm like, you dirty bastard. You dirty, filthy bastard. And then when they in the conference room, they going back and forth. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? There's a man in the woods you should be looking for. And you guys are going back and forth about what you're going to do if you were in love, trying to keep your loved one by your side. Are you kidding me right now? You're kidding, right? And then that whole flashback scene with the artist and his boyfriend or whatever, they showed it about 3-4 times. Please. There's only 5 episodes left. Please. Why are you showing this flashback 4 or 5 times? Please. It was too much. It was too much. And then it's like, I was getting confused. I was like, is Paya inside the flashback? Because he looking around looking like, oh my gosh, I can see what's going on. I was getting confused. I'm like, what's going on? Paya's in here too? Because usually when Tharn be having these flashbacks, these premonition visions, it's only him. But Paya's in here too. And then it was like the artist, he was having, I don't know what it was. It was like an inner monologue, but he was in the art gallery, or he was like in a room with towel on the floor, but Paya was in there and Tharn was in the background, but Tharn wasn't moving, but Paya was watching the artist. I'm like, what is going on? Like, is that one of Paya's abilities? I don't know. But I noticed that when Tharn uses his abilities to like see the future, see the past or whatever, it kind of works on everybody else, but it don't work on the doctor. So is the doctor wearing some kind of amulet to like block those abilities? Because I'm like, you need to open up your eyes and use your abilities to see that the doctor is trash. But it's like, I guess he's using something so you can't do it. But then again, we only have 5 episodes left. Only 5 left. They need to speed it up immediately. They need to speed it up immediately. Because we only got 5 episodes left. Speed it up. Because it was like dragging this episode real bad.